could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for life.
I just want to rock. Body area.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between these Road Warriors and the Seattle Seahawks. On the visiting Bison sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Power squid kick is taken in. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Throwing right away here. Goff dumps it off to his running back. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's 2nd and 11. When the rush was too much, he's taken down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Shotgun snap here to go. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team, and he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
He was on one last week, but it was too bad his teammates weren't on that ride with them. Look at all the yards he put up. You're assuming anytime you throw for that many yards, that much production, you've won in a blowout, but that wasn't the case. It does have him highly motivated and the rest of his guys to play at that level again, this time find a way to win.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Nix from the gun. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Bison.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Headed out right. On target to Thornton. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a 1st down. They'll throw again. Nix. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dumping the ball.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Cut near the goal line. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Bisons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Following the penalty, the kick moves up, and he sends it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo, while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
First down throw from Goff. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. From the gun, Goff. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. Keeps it moving. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks trim the lead to 1. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off, but make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bisons and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Second down. Here's Nix again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So they're left facing third and long.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Intended target there was Tyler Warren. So that brings up fourth and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Nix to throw again. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gone. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal on the 5-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And that one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
120.
Now gone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes their offense out again. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And in for the touchdown. The Bisons cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Here we go. Pete Carroll getting his offense set to try for 2. Nick's going to try and throw for it. And he gets into the end zone, so the choice to pass on a tie, a good one. That gives him a 1-point lead.
15. Seahawks, 14.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason, can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Darian Porter on the coverage.
Off to the air now. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Goff on 3rd. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Bisons to receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Got for big yards on the right side. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It helped set his target up. put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Touchdown! The Bisons take a 7-point lead in the first. Now the offense and Nix coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more. He's throwing for it! And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
What? What's up?
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to go. They bring the pressure, and down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Goff back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Pulled in at the 20. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
And an Anchorage 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Bisons now up by 15 in the opening quarter. Now the offense and Nix coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. Jukes out a 1-stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Jump off top by his back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
17 at the 32-yard line.
180!
Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here's Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Hardman waiting for it. Feels this clean at the 30. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Bisons and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first down, Nix escapes the pocket. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. The gun, it's Nix. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks a negative play. But defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
That's completed right side. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Up to the line, and there's set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On target to Thornton. And that play is brought to a halt, so you're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
On 3rd down, Genty. And he rolls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bisons could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Here we go. Pete Carroll getting his offense set to try for 2.
The offense will
They want to run it across. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Well, they are perfect no longer. Defense finally stops them on a 2-point try. You think this is just a case of they were going to go for it every time, Brock, until it didn't work out?
Yeah, not a gambler, but this is house money. And when you feel this good and you're this hot, continue to take advantage. They've obviously seen something this week in their preparation that they could go after these guys they have. And I don't think one time getting stopped is going to deter them moving forward.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll whip this one up to the 28. Coming up to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Looking to his fullback now. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now he gives to Charbonnet, coming right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Charbonnet. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back.
Now gone. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bisons and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Bisons got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another give here to Jeanty. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3. Hits his running back. Brushes him off with ease. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 32 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
It's a screen play to Jeanty. He has the touchdown! The Bisons get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Bisons grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Motioning left is their running back. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Throwing the out route complete. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38.
Done. 180.
Shotgun snap here to go. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Hits him on the in route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Go get your job done.
One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks trail by 23 now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bisons and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Give up the guts, it's Genty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Nix holds on to it. And he does not get to that line. Look for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. 4th down now, trying for the 6 with an option. This is Genty. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Nix holds on to it. Pitch play to Genty. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strip. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Nix holds on to it. The pitch is to Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you get to see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 31-yard play, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Nix. On the move, headed right. And the defender comes away with it. Colsonadivo's got it.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already been damaged in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Off play action, Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They go play action with Goff. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Play action here with Goff. Balled in by Arroyo on the right side. And a little advantage of time. This gets to about the 26. With Darian Porter in on the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. Goff now, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Charging down the middle, and they block it!
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
The Bisons and receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First down, ball at the 36.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
And off to Genty. Crosses midfield, still going. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Bisons put up even more points in a win.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Rolling left, buying some time. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Goff. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Goff on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have first and goal, Gronk, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
The 17-yard line.
White 20.
Another try following the sack. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
It's now third and goal.
Goff back to throw. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the defense recovers.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Starts from the 44. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. On first down, it's gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
We go tonight. 180.
Off to the air now. And they get to him again. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here he is on third and long. Finds the in route complete. And this one won't get there. It looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here's Charbonnet. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move for chains.
They've got first down from the 31.
I'm coming. Black 20.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Hits him on the out route. He's out of bounds as there's a flag down. This one should be on the defender who jumped early. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. First down throw from Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 25-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. into the hands of Duvernay. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap here to go. Pass complete to Duvernay. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Hero is caught by the back. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on 1st down. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
It's him on the in route. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trying to do some window dressing. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Go get him, go get him, go get him. Black 20.
Now gone. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
First down.
180.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gone. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Throwing again, it's gone. Completed to his running back. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt failed. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Seahawks take over 1st.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. From the gun, gone. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Collects this at the 35. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bisons and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on 1st down. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them and the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Rob.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Mirroring that defense and special teams. Defense and special teams. It can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together. And now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
The Bisons and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, like... Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And that one is incomplete. Okay, not sure what in the wide world of sports we saw there, partner. But they still have it. 2nd down coming up. And Bison sending out their punter. And we expect to kick, but keep an eye out. They could give him redemption for the earlier fake attempt. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Greg Newsome has it. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Giving this to Genty. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it no Fox. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and burgers.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring